Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is my analyst news. Here to talk to you about some plays in the markets. First off, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice at all. I am a straight retard, straight dumbass. Do not take any of my advice as financial advice. Um, what I usually talk about are meme stocks, high risk, high reward plays, very high risk. So, like I said, if you can't deal with those risks, don't get in these plays at all, right? So either way, I'm going to talk to you about four stocks I'm watching, actually five. And I want to get straight to the point, not waste anybody's time. So the first one I want to talk to you about is Yellow. Now I know a lot of people have been playing this game about the bankruptcy. We thought that was going to be like the next Revlon. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So now somebody that got it at 42 cents rode that to like $5. Made almost $700,000. Those contracts were like $3 a piece. And I think at one point they were close to like they're about $5 and they're at about $396 at the peak. Shout out to that guy who made a bag off, and unfortunately I did not. I tried to ride it from here, made some money out here. Unfortunately, try to get back in, rolled that down. Thought that would come up, sold on the pop, made some, took an L, $7,000. It is what it is. And then unfortunately, down to $1.70. Reason it's down that bad is because we just found out word that they're about to delist and go to the OTC market next week. When we talk about OTC, it's pretty much graveyard for stock. Examples: BBIG went from $1 to $5. Now it's at 30 cents. Um, don't even bother buying the call and option or put options. You can see right there, like the spread is so bad. There's not even a point of owning that shit, right? So that's what's up. Now let's go to Yellow again. Yeah, like I said, right now it's about to get delisted, so there's pretty much no point of owning the stock. If you can't get out, get out. Um, we thought that we could try to squeeze it like Revlon had the short interest at let's see, where is the short interest at? Short interest was at it was at 73%. Now it's at 68%. It was on the threshold list. Now it's not. They got a few ammos now. Before there was no ammo, so like unfortunately it was just a short period of time we were able to short them. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. So that's Yellow. And like how they said, they gave us a big fuck you candle over there right before the market closed. These fucking scumbags, right? It is what it is, right? Just move on to the next play if you can. The next play I'm watching right now is UPST. UPST rode that bitch from like right over here, about $46, all the way up to like the 60s. Got out. Unfortunately, was couldn't be able to get back in. But when I seen it dip and I seen it go below like the $50 marks, I already knew they were gonna miss earnings. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't get in, but I already knew they were gonna miss earnings simply because their last earnings they were at $11. Their revenue was 117 million. I think this year, when earnings came out just a couple days ago, it was 135 million. Doesn't equal the value of 7x, so I already knew that wasn't going to work out. So yeah, the missed earnings dropped $17. Puts were printing. Unfortunately, I was not in it. Um, it is what it is. I really have no fear about it. This is like a falling knife right now. I wouldn't buy calls anytime soon. OPEX is next week, and max pay for it is about $53. Right now, it's already at $34, so you might even see a dip. I got my line set. It was set at $37. It broke that. So next line is $30. I have a feeling going to break that. Then after that, it's going to be 24. I think it's going to stay around the 24.20 mark. When it makes sense to get back in is, like I said, when the option chain looks a little bit more juicy. Like I said, these guys are buying these calls. They're taking a big risk. I doubt it's going to work. It's too big of a risk, too big of a risk. So I'm not going to touch it. Another thing I want to show you guys about UPST is CVNA and AI all merge, all like are in the same basket. It's UPST. So when that drops, these two drop as well, right? So keep an eye on that. They are heavily short as well. I think AI is still on the threshold list. CVNA is at 41% or 51% short interest. AI is at high. Like I said, these ones, AI and CVNA and UPST shorts are just going to pile back in. It's a perfect time to make, well, it would be a perfect opportunity to hopefully get a short squeeze on those two places. But as of now, I'm not touching it, staying away from it, but watching it. CDRF is just a rumor play. People are saying this company might get bought out. I guess it's when a rumor came out. Average volume is 520,000. Volume today was 2.52 million. Option chains not that expensive. IV is pretty jacked, but there might be a potential. A lot of people on stock Twitch. So like I said, my analysis is out. I don't know. It's an iffy play. Does some sporadical jump. People are saying there's some sort of drug that might get bought out. If you want to play it, take the risk. Maybe January, February calls. Flow's still pretty low, 41 million is not too high, so you can still make some money off that. The juice is still kind of juicy. But yeah, that is a CRDF. Next play I was watching was DWAC. DWAC, unfortunately, people were betting that. So I think next week was a date for shareholder vote either to delist it or go back, like just pretty much refund everybody that invested in this SPAC or have the merger date set up. So a lot of people on Twitter were thinking about, hey, like the put IB is still pretty low, might as well buy it. So a few people got some puts, because look, if the merger doesn't go through, it goes right back to $10. And that's why everybody was buying those call options. But I'll tell you this, man, don't bet against Trump because this guy just fucks you over every time. Now they just news came out in the after hours that they're just gonna extend it, the merger till December 31st. So I don't know when this stock is going to get merged, but when it does, you'll see me heavily invest in the stock. This might do some crazy rips once the merger goes through. With Trump's Twitter account, he could pump this bitch. So unfortunately, that is DWAC free. The last play I'm in right now is a play I'm watching heavily. The one I'm in right now is IEP. Don't bet against Carl Icahn. Yes, they didn't have the dividend that came out. I think it's called Henberg Research is still short on it. I still think he could do a buyback. And if he does a buyback, he's going to screw over all the shorts. He has been quiet. So I'm just watching the play. Lately I've been noticing, like I said, every dip comes, people are just buying up the stock. So what I did is I just bought up as well. Bought some calls. They're not that expensive, pretty cheap. I got some for September's for the 25, 30. You can get some for maybe the 37s. And just looking at the chart right here, right before it was announced, those 37s were probably $67. $67. I got which one did I get? I got the 30s. The 30s before the announcement were $400. Right now they're $22. I hopefully would wish to sell for $300 a contract. But like I said, it could do sporadic jumps. It has been doing sporadic jumps throughout the day. Let's see if I could find some chart. It has been doing like some sporadic jumps. So maybe, it might pop back. We'll see what happens. Volume is still low. So that's what's up. So these are all the 5 plays I'm watching right now, IEP. I'm also watching the regional banks. I have a feeling one of these banks are going to collapse. I'm not sure which, but listening to the UPST earnings call, it looks like some people are really bad in credit card debt. And they can't, there a lot of people are struggling. If you look at this article right here on Google, over $1 trillion in credit card debts Americans are in. So there might be a default coming up real soon, and some of these banks cannot handle it. Also watching crude oil is ripping due to tightening market. Is that going to cause inflation to go back up? Right. So that's something we're watching as well. Gas prices have been going up in the United States and in Canada. So that is something I am watching closely. Like I said, the market is very iffy. So I am most likely not, I would say IEP is my last play. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to walk away from the market. Doesn't make sense to keep losing money in this kangaroo market. But like I said, there's still a potential of some potential plays right now, but that's what I'm watching right now. So keep an eye on those. And hopefully everybody makes some money, man. So either way, peace out. Like I said, not financial advice. I'll post another video if anything juicy comes out. But either way, guys, peace out.